Now presenting the next speaker, Mr. Nasser Riyami. He's a psychologist in Sheikh Khalifa Hospital, and he's going to participate in relaxation techniques and some of the mind games and all this stuff. So welcome, Nasser.
Hello, my name is Nasser Riyami. We're going to be having some fun right now. The name of my presentation is something useful, because I have a bit of an ego. So, to start, everybody stand up. Good. Pick somebody who's right next to you. Let's find off to the closest person. Stick out your hand. Shake their hands and go, oh! Good. Everyone can sit down. Today I choose experience, feeling in hopes that, knowing that, tomorrow you will choose knowledge. In order to make that useful, today I'm here to sell my sign-up sheet. My sign-up sheet will be made available to you as printed and ready. More on that later. I'm a psychologist, I'm a hypnotherapist, I do a couple of other cool stuff like NLP and EFT and energetics, and really I'm still compiling that list. Today we play. I'm not going to give you a lot of information. All my information is as simple as bullet points on there. They're basically for me. Unless you sign up on my sign-up sheet, and then we can start discussing things more deeply. But we begin with the mind model. Alright? The mind model, as I like to explain it, your mind is a sphere around you. It extends beyond you. Your body is a part of your mind, your subconscious mind, that part of you that's automatic, that doesn't function for sensing. Whether it's temperature or stress or love or literal analog or metaphorical, your mind extends beyond you. You are part of it. You're more than it, but it's your mind, your body is a part of it. Why do I say that? Because when we talk about emotions, emotions are a compound thing, right? Stress is an emotion. How many people are stressed? Show your hands. It's much less than I imagined this morning. Right? Good. It works for physical things as pain as well. How many people currently have a physical pain or discomfort in their body right now? Good. Once it gets to be a demo subject, we can do and take care of that very quickly today. So emotions have meanings to them. Most people ask them about emotions and they go off writing poems and essays and stuff, and it's very well and good, but emotions have a feeling component in your body. We read this in poetry, in cultural language, in the norms. When you're very, very stressed, you feel like you're carrying the whole weight of the world on you. And where does the pain come? Right? A couple of headaches and other related things. Right? When you're being overworked, your back is. Right? When you're anxious, interested, about to start a new relationship, when you're feeling itsy-bitsy, your stomach has. You're really angry, you whatever. You know the examples, you know what I'm trying to say. So there's a physical component, there's a real thing that's happening in your body that's related to the meaning that you ascribe to. So your mind extends beyond your body. Okay, so today we're going to pretend and play, we're going to stand up, and every time I'm giving you way too much information, you're going to remind me. I have 5 minutes per slide, we have 8 slides, and they're all based on demos. Okay? So, in order to be able to make use of this information, you're going to pretend and play. We started by doing something silly, so that if you thought there were things you didn't want to do and thought I couldn't make you do them, you were wrong. I can, and I will. Good. The whole point is stress, so first let's begin with reimagining stress. I was called in to provide some development tools for stress management and relaxation. And that's what you will have. It will be a little more interesting than just this. This is the basic foundational knowledge. The first thing is heart rate. You're all nurses, so I can use your imagination. And I didn't prepare a sound for you, so I have to use your imagination. We all know that stress increases heart rate. And in your mind, you already hold the sound somewhere in your memory of an increased heart rate. And you know, technically, for your knowledge, that that's excitement or stress and or whatever you can put whatever meaning you want to it. And when you're relaxed, it's a slower heart rate, and then you have a normal heart rate. Does everyone hear me fine? Will I need this?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Oh, hello. Okay. Reimagining stress. Close your eyes. Focus on the sound of my voice. Think of the sound of a heartbeat, a normal heartbeat. Imagine it. Remember it. Think about it. Hear it. Good. Now, think of a faster heartbeat. Imagine it. Hear it. Remember it. Do it however your mind does it best. I'm not here to control your mind. I'm here to show you how to use it. To be able to do this stress management technique stuff. And notice what's happening to your actual heart rate as you imagine a faster heart rate. Some people can hear their own heart rate, some people not so much. It could help if I keep quiet, but that's not the point. I'm here to talk. So now, imagine a slower heart rate. I'm going to tell you to imagine, remember, think of a slower heart rate because I'm thinking of relaxation in my mind. There's no right way to do this. You can do this with your eyes open. Just relax, right? Cool. So, everybody open your eyes. Cool exercise. If you took part in it, you understand a few things that other people don't. If you didn't, that's fine. There's more stuff to learn. Cool. Breathing. Stress also affects your breathing rates, and so do all emotions, right? And I have a couple of things about breathing I want to talk about. It's not just the breathing rate. Breathing is a technique. It's the cornerstone technique of yoga, which I understand you did earlier today. It's a cornerstone technique of meditation, hypnosis, martial arts, good shooting in the army, and you know, snipers and stuff. Breathing is the thing. It's the entrance into the body that's already been explored extensively. Okay. So for breathing, we're going to do an exercise. Those of you who have pain in their body right now. Good. Cool. For you guys, you're going to target pain. For the rest of you, just imagine stress. Okay. And what I mean is you're going to put your mind onto that pain. Close your eyes one more time. Good. So, if it's a pain in your body, notice where it is in your body. Put your focus, your attention, put your mind onto it. The way we're going to breathe is called burst breathing. It works fine with stress. If it's an idea, just find it in your body. Just pretend that this works with that as well. It works fine. Good. Put your mind on the pain, then imagine like a siphon. Anybody here siphoned fuel from somebody else's car? No, nobody would do that in this crowd, of course. What you want to imagine doing is through your nose, quick, big breath, and then through your mouth, like you're blowing the pain away, spitting it out, taking it in with a deep breath. Remember, keep your mind on the pain. Keep your mind on the body part. Just keep doing it and just notice it decreasing. Works at different rates for different people in different ways, but it's a nice general way to do it. Imagine you're siphoning out the pain. Imagine you're spitting it out. And when you're done, take a nice deep breath. Notice how it's changed. Notice what's happened. How many here felt a reduction in pain and or stress and or pain? Show of hands. Cool. House rules. This means yes. Or pick me. This means, oh my god, I hope he doesn't pick me. This means stay out of me. Okay. This means yes. This means no. I prefer voice. Okay. Burst breathing. That's one of the things techniques. I did a small hand demonstration technique because it's hypnotic, but it's not exactly hypnotic, but it's just breathing, but it's yoga, but it's meditation, but it's development. That's what we're here to do, right? Good. The next type of breathing is actually much more related to hypnosis. It was, I think, developed for stress reduction specifically. It's called square breathing, and we're going to demo this again. The technique is very easy. You're going to take an in breath for a 4 count, and then you're going to hold it for a 4 count. And then you're going to breathe out for a 4 count, and then you're going to hold it for a 4 count. And then you're going to take another deep breath for a 4 count, and hold it for a 4 count. And breathe out for a 4 count, and hold it for a 4 count. And you can choose to already begin, but I'll begin demoing now. Please follow along. So, in for 4 count. And any exercise you continue to do with relentless determination for 2 minutes will give you the results that you're looking for. So continue as I speak. Feel this in your body, in your imagination, in your language, in your own words for your reasons. But keep doing it with relentless determination while I speak. You can choose to stop when you choose to stop. 4 breaths in, 4 counts in, 4 counts hold, 4 counts release, 4 counts hold. Rinse, lather, repeat. Is designed to reduce stress physiologically. Anybody here find that useful? Show of hands. Anybody here still trying to feel it? Show of hands. Keep going. You will. Okay. So today, in order to play and focus, I want you to pretend like you know exactly what I mean every time I say something. Like you already took that training, like you know what I'm talking about, and you're paying absolute attention because I do not take credit for making up this stuff. I do take credit for compiling it together the way I do for this presentation. Now for some hypnosis. We're going to set the stage for today with some general negativity clearing. In order to do this properly, pretend like you know exactly what I mean. Just play, just kind of do it as best you can. There's no wrong way to do this. As long as you follow my instructions and follow the guidance of my voice, you will do just fine. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. We're going to use what's already there within you to show you the stuff you didn't know you had. Good. I want you to imagine that you are in a room. A very peculiar room because the walls are dome-shaped and pearly gray. Pearly gray, dome-shaped wall. This is the gray room. On the wall, I'm going to say that there are pieces of paper, some that denote positive experiences, memories, languages, things, ideas, whatever, and some that denote negative. You just know which one is which for you. In fact, you may choose to represent it anywhere else. Some people see tiles, some people see papers, tissues, different wallpaper paints. It doesn't really matter. Just notice that instinctually some of them you recognize and notice to be positive, and some of them you recognize and notice to be negative, and notice they're all around this wall. And in the middle of this room, a fire, a warm, glowing fire, the fire of freedom. Because I said so. Notice what color it is and how it glows and the warmth and or anything else that it brings with it. The fire of freedom right in the middle of that room. And if not only just because I'm directing you to do so, reach out physically with your hand. Be careful not to hit anyone next to you. Reach out to the closest negative one, whichever feels right to you. And imagine and pretend that you can take it out and view it in your hands. Play with it. Bend it and squish it and examine it and, explore it. And then destroy it. Squeeze it up, tear it up, use a hammer to break those tiles, whatever it is for you, but destroy it. And when you're ready, toss it into the fire of freedom. Hear the crackle of the fire, see the glow, feel it, and notice a bit of a lighter feeling. Enough motivation for you to go for the next one, whichever one feels right, and physically go to that next negative one. And the more you play with it, the better it becomes. You don't have to believe this stuff, you just have to do it physically, reach out, pick out that next negative one, examine it, play with it, change it, destroy it, and when you're ready, toss it into the fire. Watch it burn till never again. And I'll give you a few seconds to actually do this, and whether you do this physically or just in your mind, it doesn't matter, but do this and do this well. Reach out, clear that room systematically of anything less than positive. Throw it into the fire of freedom, watch it go for never again. Use all the time you have. Use all the time you need and the time you have. Good. All doing well. And then notice, as you're done, once that room has been systematically cleaned, cleansed, purged, notice something weird happening to that warm glow, that fire of freedom, having gained all that energy, using a glow, shining onto the walls, like an energy, like a shield, a source of absolute change. Watch it percolate into every part of that wall, creating everything you need in your language for your needs and your wants, your way. When you know you've got it, choose to smile as you open your eyes. Everyone here likes playing? Who likes playing? Anyone starting to feel some changes? Raise your hands. All these skills you can translate into your personal life and you can learn more. There's so much to learn from so many people. But the secret is you do today, I give you an experience. Later you can come find the knowledge. I have a gift for you. A very new technique that I've learned, and it's ridiculous and really fast and awesome. And I use it for pain, I use it for feelings, I use it for everything. It's called the spin technique, but first I'm going to introduce the spin on. The S in spin is for soma, involving your body. The P in spin is for psycho, involving your mind. Actually, it's psychosocial, but more on that later. The I in spin is imagination and individuality. You do it your way, your language, for you, for whatever it is. And the N is neuro, your neurology. Those processes that happen automatically that keep us surviving, they're going to happen whether we like it or not, and it is our job to direct our subconscious mind. Because unless we do, it will keep doing the automatic things it does, and you'll keep getting the things you get. Because it's really, really, really good. It's not broken, no matter what's happening. It's functioning perfectly. We've already discussed the mind as a cord around you, like a field that extends around you. But I want to now discuss the mind as a holographic computer, a holographic filing system, actually. And what that means is that everything you've experienced and everything you will experience is treated by your mind, stored in some way as experience. When you act out, when I had you touch the image, touch the pain, remove it, do whatever, we're treating the computer as a holographic system because the space around you is where your mind can store all this information. If not literally, then by analog, or at least metaphorically. Either way, as a hypnotist, I work on all of those. So if you just pretend, in front of you is important, above you is even more important, down and behind is like less important. And then there's time as a function, other than just distance. And of course, there's the quality of the information, and the data of the information is actually expressible through visual, auditory, kinesthetic, gustatory, and olfactory terms. It's just the way we do it. These are our antennae. This is how we receive the world. This is also the language through which we interpret the world. We don't have a choice. This is how we speak. It's not about smartness or stupidness or which language you use. End of the day, the only way you understand the world is through the data that comes, and that's what you're looking at, data from the world. I mean, this is not exactly accurate, but this is why we go computer anyways. Moving on, too technical. What I want to say is your way, everything to understand, survive, and thrive the situations. That sounds like stress management, right? Right? Everything to survive and thrive, understand, survive, and thrive. Right? If you had that, you'd be able to deal with any situation. Because life gets tough. Say, look, you're nurses. It gets tougher for you than other people are different. I mean, okay, who here is not a nurse? Right? I apologize to you and you, ma'am. But you can also use these skills. But you all work, you all live, you have families, you have life, and things going. Okay, so those of you who had a pain, anyone wants to be a demo subject and remove any more of it if it's still there? If you don't have a specific demo, I jump onto doing the group activity. Either way, you have a group activity. So good. You have a physical discomfort? Good. I love back pain. I do migraines quite well as well because everyone goes, no, but it's biological. I'm like, do you like the pain or not? Right, so, little caveat. Abbas here already knows that there's a camera in the back. I brought it for me so that I can use this information later for my own benefit. It's targeted on me and my stage. Actually, so if you accept to come on here, let's just assume for now you accept to be on stage unless you tell me otherwise later. Alright? It's highly personalized stuff. Okay, so what do you have? What are you experiencing? Is this chronic or just right now? Cool. You know the reason why it's there?
Yeah, because I just didn't use it.
So look, it happens. Any reason you want to keep that pain where it is? I mean, logically, you're going to go check it out and be careful towards, right? What I want to make sure is by taking away the pain, you're not doing something stupid, right?
Yeah.
Right, so you still remain smart in this story. Good. Close your eyes. Physically, with your hand, point to the pain. Give it a color. Any color. What color is it? Yeah. Cool. Now, take it out, pull it out, and put it in front of you so that you can see it with your mind's eye in your hand. Now, this stuff is tricky, so go in with your other hand and make sure you've got all that green, whatever it is. Good. Got it all? Good. Now notice, has the color changed? Okay, that's fine. Doesn't matter if it did or didn't. I want you to notice which way it's spinning. Clockwise, anti-clockwise, forward, backward. First impression? Absolutely. Yeah, otherwise you desensitize. Good, you want less of this, right? That's fine, moves forward. Alright, so what I want you to do is pretend in your imagination, your mind's eye is physically turn it upside down so that it's spinning in the exact opposite direction. And then physically with your hand, grab the edges of whatever that is in your hand and spin faster and faster in that direction. If you don't know what to do, just play with it. Faster, 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 give it energy, give it life, increase the speed and the amplitude, make it have, survival tendencies in life and kind of something that will motivate you and keep going faster and faster and faster. And when you know it's never going to be what it used to be, you can slam it back in. Slam it back into where? Oh no, right into your back, buddy. Oh yeah. First notice what's happening to your back. Good. Okay, so 0 to 10. Where do you feel it now? 10 is horrible, 0 is a breeze. No way. You're kidding. Alright, thank you. I guess you had something to say there. You wanted to ask.
No, I start very. I start thinking of on that. Don't ask me why.
Yeah, good. You put that all in back. Actually, wait, hold on. I like to make sure when I work. So close your eyes. Try to bring the pain back. Try to see that green stuff there again. Just try to see it there. You can do it? Sure. Good. Right. Just make sure to get it medically checked out as well.
All the time. I'm going to know. But to be honest, there's no.
I know. I do this for a reason. For the rest of you, sister, we are doing your shoulder, should you like. We're all doing it in a group. And you get to choose any feeling, whatever you want to deal with. Right? I'll direct you as a group. You're going to need to stand up and put some space between you. As you saw, there was a bit of activity. Your eyes will be closed, so remain at a safe distance. Everything we do here is smart. Your rules, your language, your reasons, your goals. Pain is a good one because it's easy to decide what to do with pain. Nobody wants it. And we're being smart about it, so if it's a physical pain, you're going to get it checked out and you're not going to pretend like it never existed ever. You're still going to be careful. We're removing discomfort. So close your eyes and take a deep breath. Good. And just allow me to ask you to notice an uncomfortable idea, whether that be an experience, a physical pain, an emotion, a psychic pain. Just notice it. If there are any images associated with it, point to the image in your space around you. If there's a feeling associated to it in your body, point to it in your body where you feel it. Good. Now, reach in and take it out. Hold it in your hand. Now, I've had people reaching in for 20 minutes. This morning, I had a very traumatized individual reach in for like 12 minutes. Notice the color in your hands. Make sure you've got it all in your hands. Reach in again. Play with it. It's okay if it's funny and silly and you're resisting and you don't want to believe, but just do it. It doesn't matter. Out there in your hand, get it all. Make sure it's all in there. Notice the color. Notice which way it's moving. Then turn it upside down and physically spin it faster and faster in the opposite direction. Play with it. Add determination relentlessly. Spin it faster and faster and faster and faster. Allow it to develop a life of its own, an energy, a potential, a survivability. That's right, going over and over and over and faster and faster. And when you know it's never going to be whatever it was again, when you get that feeling, slam it back in and actually slam it physically. Just push. And then take a deep breath. Notice it's gone. And then try to bring it back. And if it comes back, it's very simple. Take it out again. Spin it faster. Okay. Have a seat if you would like. This stuff works for reasons that you'll understand better as you do and learn more. By the way, I quoted myself in the very first slide. Yes, I'm the kind of guy that does that. I even put it in red and put quotation marks. Today I choose experience, feeling, but tomorrow you will choose knowledge. And I am selling you my sign-up sheet, nothing else. And more knowledge should you want it. See, what the sign-up sheet is a possibility for me to take this training a step further. It is my dream, it is my purpose to work and help people individually.
But also, I'm one. I can see I work this out around 60 clients a week if I work really hard, and trust me, I don't like to work hard. So if I train a few people who are already in the field doing a few things, they make my job easier by helping other people do all this stuff, whether it's in their personal life or professional life. Or at the very least, I give them an experience and they know who to refer to, or how to do it for themselves. So, find me. My name is Nasser Al-Riyami. I have provided my Facebook page. That's how you search it. You search my name, Nasser Al-Riyami. I believe Google will do the job for you as well. On Instagram, I am the_next_man. These are personal profiles. They're not professional. My website for my training company, a human resource development company that does personal and professional development for people, where you can get more knowledge, more services, and more people who do this stuff who you can learn from. www.changeworksad.com. My sign-up sheet will be placed on that table over there because I chose so right now. Okay, there's space for 100 people to sign up. Should you put your name and contact details on that piece of paper, I will be able to set up something else and know who would be interested in coming to one of these. It's not mandatory. Nothing I have is mandatory because I'm not really prepared for anything. Technically, I prepared this whole spiel yesterday in 3 hours, which is why there's not a lot of information in these slides. A bit of the gift is a lot of people don't believe me when I say I actually did prepare this whole thing like in 3 hours last night. And they're like, nah, that's impossible. Nobody's that stupid. I am that stupid. It comes from confidence in the things that I know and what I want to do. Alongside my sign-up sheet is a cool little, 2 cool books. One's a blue one. And there's an NLP technique there called the 8 key questions. And I used that to kind of determine what I want for this presentation as a whole. And then there's a little pink book that has my brainstorm session that happened last week. All these cool drawings and stuff that even I don't understand when I look at it now. But all my presentation was prepared structurally in that form. And only 3 hours last night. And what I want to be able to do is to help you find it. It is what I do and all the foundational knowledge behind it and where I got it from. The people on this slide, the places on this slide, these are my personal resources and these are people who I believe and places I believe who can probably have you do things that are much more amazing than I can based on your experience and your language and your knowledge. So, should you sign up, I will have the ability to send you my slides, right? Because I'll have your email address or your Google or your WhatsApp address. I'll also have the ability to let you know when I'm offering a course or when I'm offering a skills development session. But first, a little test. Should I regularly hold a skills development session, I have 5 numbers. 10, 20, 30, 50, 100. Let's say I do this 4 times a year, and it's just a workshop of skills development, no certification whatsoever. You just get to come there, hang out with me, and I, at the very least, go through this again with you and help you, think about it and whatever you want to learn. I have to make up everything on the spot. There's way too much out there to put in and prepare. How many of you here think it's worth 10 dirhams? How many of you here think it's worth 20 dirhams? Man, you're a cheap crowd. How many people here think it's worth 30 dirhams? 50? 100? Oh, some very nice people back there. Here's the thing, nothing I say is mandatory. What I actually want is to have people to come and learn the skills. Right? And I'm not going to do it for free. So my actual charge I'm going to choose is 10 dirhams. Right? It's 10 dirhams. But my rule is bring your own food because I don't want to worry about that. Right? The 10 dirhams I will take personally to keep me motivated to keep doing these things and to keep you motivated to actually show up rather than not show like most people who tell me they want these things. Okay? So, on the sign-up sheet, should you sign up, I will make offers, right? For these workshop, the offers will be like 10 dirhams to show up, 10 dirhams to make me actually set something up. I'll take those and put them in my pocket. You don't have to worry about a scam. I already told you I was selling something, right? And what I'm selling is more knowledge, more experience, the ability for you to take this, make it better in your own lives, or translate it into the lives of your clients, your patients, the people you love, or anybody you happen to meet at random because they needed it. Okay? I suggest you Google it. Remember the key phrases, whatever you remember from what I said today. You can look up these places. Changeworks AD is here in the lobby. The Hypnosis Motivation Institute is an online course, which is an American college. The London College of Clinical Hypnosis has a master's and a PhD program, and it's a part-time university in London, a professional degree. The National Guild of Hypnotists is a bunch of people who have conferences and stuff, and it's a very good source of more information and more trainers and online stuff. So is the National Federation for Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Uncommon Practitioners TV is a YouTube channel set up by a couple of Brits who do this for a very long time and very well, if I may add. The Golding Research Institute is where I got my sleep talk training, my programs for children. The Walsh Research Institute is where I learned orthomolecular psychiatry or nutrient therapies, how to deal with mental things using nutrients. Of course, the BSP at SKMC is where you can find me at least. And there's many very good psychiatrists and different professionals, and it's a really good source of information. We have lectures to the public every third Tuesday of almost every month. They take a break in the break times, like summer, when nobody's in the country. And I think we have 8 of those every year, so 8 months in a year, third Tuesday of that month. Okay. Another way to search it is to make up more key phrases from what you remember once you've been searching all this stuff. The clues would be the actual slides. That's your work to do. Once you have them, you can go back and start your searches. You need to learn how to use hashtags when searching. Google is a wonderful search engine. It's the most powerful I can think of. And if you learn to use hashtags, what you learn is finding the things that are trending right now. So once you've learned how to develop key phrases and make up key phrases, you can search for them in the form of hashtags to see if socially something's happening in relation to this. When you sign up, I can give you these slides. So, I'm done. That's all the preparation I had. Do we have questions and answers? Do we want another demonstration? Does anyone want to come here and get rid of something?